Hello, everybody, and happy Pride. How are y'all doing today? I hope that you are all ready for the first episode of Pride. And I am here today. My name's Sarah Roberts. If you don't know me, I am here today to be a romanceable NPC. I promised my table that I would dress up as one, and I hope I delivered. So, today, our episode is once again sponsored by WeirdWorks. If you're not familiar with them, you can go to weird.works on the interwebs and check out all the really cool stuff. They are the folks who wrote Zach's class for this game, as well as the cards that go with it, and the cards that I will be using later in the game once we get into some travel for some weird weather effects. But we'll be talking more about them later. Thank you again, WeirdWorks, for being the sponsor of this and the last 3 episodes. We really appreciate y'all. With that, if you'd like to join us for the after show, you can do so by going to patreon.com/thehypegoblin. We have an after show where we talk about this game. We take questions from chatters via our Discord server that you gain access to through Patreon or through subscribing to the channel. And you can go to patreon.com/thehypegoblin to join today. That money helps fund this game and others like it on my channel, because you know what? Satan is an incredibly talented artist, and I love to pay her for new art. So if anyone would like to join us there, our next goal is to get, maybe a couple different break screens featuring the whole party or some favorite scenes so far in the game. Just, sky's the limit. And we can't do any of this, including purchasing supplements, helping people out with replacing equipment or with unexpected expenses without support of viewers like you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I am incredibly grateful to you, and I'm very thankful that I get to tell these stories for you. With that, if you don't want to do that, maybe you support us in all the ways. Maybe you want to give back some other way. Y'all, it is the first day of Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. If you are not aware, I am a card-carrying member of the Alphabet Mafia. And I would like to let y'all know that if you would like to go to the spot where you would normally subscribe on our Twitch channel, you can go and instead choose Donate. And that Donate button will donate money directly to the trevorproject.org. I do not touch those funds. Twitch does not touch those funds. It goes directly to them, and there's a tracker that y'all can see at the top of chat for how much this community has raised so far through that button alone. Thank you everyone so much for doing that. I greatly appreciate it. I know times are hard, and any chance that I get to raise money for them, I am incredibly thankful. All right, so with that, let's go around and introduce ourselves. I'll go ahead and introduce myself again to kick us off. Hey everybody, my name's Sarah Roberts. I will be your game master and your romanceable NPC tonight. I use she, her pronouns primarily, but you know what? I've been trying on using any pronouns, and I think that might end up sticking. And my characters are going to use a whole lot of pronouns, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's get into some player intros.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan, or Alessa Vamp here on the interwebs. Tonight I will be playing Yuiza Anacaona. She goes by she, her. I go by she, they. Let's see what gay chaos we can cause tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zachary Vaudo, your local bisexual player here. I'm coming to you live from Los Angeles because I'm traveling, and I am playing Arat Kshizhin, the Damphir Wild Oracle. He uses he, him, but doesn't particularly mind anything else. I use any pronouns, call me anything, so long as it's not derogatory.
Yeah, not only is it the first day of Pride, but it is Treaty Day, which is a Dene holiday. And speaking of, hi, I'm Abby, your Dene player, and also your Ahuling cleric Fisscourth, who, before we started recording, was being bullied in a very, very gay manner.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I also have no idea what you're talking about, darling.
RJ!
I'm RJ, and today I'll be playing Sulong Shen, who's a human barbarian. We both go by he, him, and right now I'm a literal menace.
Fantastic.
RJ identifies as menace.
He does. He really does. So, thank you everybody for introducing yourselves. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here. Last week on Luck and Chaos, we had a little bit of a heart-to-heart style episode. There was a lot of interpersonal talking that went on where everyone had time to connect a little bit more, share different parts of themselves with one another, share their backstories, tragic and wholesome, and get reassurance from the group that no matter what you've done in the past, we love you for who you are today. And carrying that message forward, you all went out into the world once more to pick up a few jobs because there's some really cool weapons that y'all want to go buy and you need the money. And you ended up picking up a job as you wait for another one to become available at the temple, cleaning things up. And there you explore the Temple of the Raven Queen, as well as the Temple of Tyr. And that is where we're going to pick up, because last we left off, our lovely little Ahuling had made a connection. That's something from the very first day that the party was all together that was picked up. Has a tie into this temple.
This medallion. Arat, obviously you can't see it, but feel this. Does that feel familiar to you?
I'll rub my hands over it. DM, obviously I didn't touch anything from the encounter, but have I felt this symbol before since I'm knowledgeable of Tyr?
Yeah, it's obviously, as you run your fingers over it, it is a large coin-like medallion. It fits in the palm of your hand. And on one side, you feel the scales of Tyr. They're a very distinct set of scales, very geometric in their positioning. The base of it would almost have a Art Deco-ish feel to it because it's all those angles and symmetry and stuff. And you run it over, and based on other symbols of Tyr that you've seen, this is an exact match. Feels a little worn around some edges, like it's been touched more than once.
Yes, this is the symbol of the god in question.
Yes, it's a bit concerning that we found it in the bowels of the Marrow Jay. Do you think it would be right? Yes.
This is what it's from?
Yes, it was among the few other things along those particularly colorful scales and obviously the bones, lots of bones, but...
I did not touch anything. I wasn't aware.
That was how Yuiza's doing, but I was just thinking, do you think it would be a good idea to leave the symbol here with its patron god? I'm not sure if its keeper is alive anymore.
Well, it is an offering, so I believe unless you plan to take on Tyr as your patron, it would be best to leave his devices where they belong.
Oh, thank you for the advice, Arat. And this takes the symbol and her little bat nubbins, just almost as if she's expecting the statue to spring to life and strike her down where she stands, just gently places it on the altar in front of it, backing away slowly, still expecting to be smited.
As you do this, do either of you take a moment to look at the other side of the medallion?
No. I mean, I'm touching it in both hands, so yes, but no.
I mean, I imagine I'm turning it over nervously, my nubbins, as I'm walking up.
Yeah, once it's in Fisscourth's possession, I'm no longer touching it.
Okay. Fiss, do you look over the other side of the medallion, or are you focused on that symbol?
I am avoiding eye contact with Tyr, so let's see what's on the other side of that medallion.
Okay. As you get this from Arat's hands, and you turn it back over, you see another symbol. Cut in half. It is a mismatch. One side of the diagonal cut shows the image of a frog. The other side of the cut shows the image of a stag's head.
Oh. I stop my little move from towards the altar, and I look to Arat. This is just like, you weren't there, but the tomb with the... We need to talk this over. as a group. Do you think we've cleaned enough in here, Arat? Should we go find everyone?
You would be a better judge of that than I would. Is the little owl still active in here? Has it finished? Or if it's gone, then it is finished cleaning.
It has. It flitted around for a bit. You no longer hear the whirring of its little mechanical wings as it moves
I've got
about.
the other two still left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say, if the owl is gone, then I imagine that it has cleaned everything that it can clean. So, yes.
Let's go. We need to find out the bottom of this immediately. And Fist kind of grabs Arat's collar with her little nub claw, drags him through the door to go find the others.
Okay.
Drag out, what? Which bottom?
And I have made Tyr's image available to you in your journal if you would like to see the image of Tyr as well. All right. Are you heading to find the others, or are you going to continue cleaning your side of the temple?
I mean, I do want to discuss with everyone. It's something that's going to be on my mind for the rest of the evening, day, whatever. I'm going to find them, so I'm just going to be going from door to door, peeking in until I see Sulong and Yuiza.
Okay.
I'm being dragged, so I'm there.
You two are leaving your room about the time that I'm going to say Sulong and Yuiza, you are wrapping up. Did you want to have any further conversation within the walls of the Raven Queen's temple?
But now if you were to do anything like untoward while in my company, having known you, I think that would be a bit much. I would have a real moral dilemma about what to do with you.
Yes, but if I do something untoward to somebody that you don't know, are you picking them or are you picking me? That's the real question here.
I would pick you, no doubt, because they probably deserved it.
Exactly.
But if it was to say I guess it would also have to, they're walking out. I guess it would also have to be how much of a dick they are, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I only really shank people who deserve it. I'm not going to lie. I don't just go shanking people around everywhere.
I think Fist bowls over to you at this point in the conversation, just a ball of white fur and anxiety.
DM, really quick. You said this is the Raven Queen's room?
Yep.
Oh, no, we're meeting in the hallway.
Yep. They will be coming out of the Raven Queen's room as you find them. So you will be outside the door.
Perfect. I will not hard stop myself against the door.
Yuiza.
Hello.
Do you remember the Marrow Jay, that terrible beast?
Yes.
Do you remember that symbol we found? This. And Fist holds up the coin.
Which side is she showing?
The side with the stag and the symbol of luck.
Yes, that's weird. That's like half Bathsheba and half Tamara, I think.
Exactly. It's just curious to me.
Good luck and bad luck?
Exactly. And I'm not sure what it means. I was going to give it back to Tyr. Redemptions and all that, but I think this might be a relic we should give to the temple. They might know who it belongs to.
This does seem to be something unique. If it is those two gods and then also Tyr of judgment, then yes.
Tyr's what, judgment or justice or something like that?
A bit of both.
So justice and then good luck and bad luck?
Justice and judgment and fate, perhaps.
Judgment and fate, yeah. I mean, we can definitely do not ask Prostressa. She left bloody footprints after I specifically asked her not to leave bloody footprints in the hallway. And you see her taking a mop and wiping some bloody footprints.
We found some baking soda and a little club soda, little mineral water. It's fine.
Also, I think the Raven Queen gave me a little feather because it landed on my feet. So I think that's really cool.
Oh yes. I must admit, I do not like how much divine influence is floating about right now of particular wrathful gods, but again, shall we speak to that older gentleman? He might know what we could do with this, if it's right to bury it or give it back, or hopefully not be smited.
I mean, we could probably ask the old guy. I forgot his name, but the old guy that works here, he seems like the head of the temple.
But Fisscourth, all we have to do is head over to one of the Shattered Kai Sister and you'd be pretty smitten.
Sulong, there will be one day when I'm very hungry and you are not going to like that.
I mean, Yuiza cooks all the food.
I do cook, yes.
Let's go find the temple head.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, was she insinuating she's gonna drain me dry?
Yeah.
Yes,
But like
exactly.
not the fun way. Like the I'm going to kill you kind of way.
It's maybe fun for her.
Yeah, definitely would be fun for her.
I am walking down the hallway, you buffoons. I would suggest you come along.
Like a
I'm
go-gurt!
King.
I'll follow.
Yes, you can all head back to the office area, and I will drag you all back that way. So you're outside Duval's door. He is in his office as it is still the main work day. He has paperwork that he has to do, just like any other administrator. And you are all welcome to knock on the door.
Knock, 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 knock.
Who's there?
Come in. Come in.
Hi. She'll open the door.
Hello. Hello. How are you all?
We are doing great, cleaning up the temples and everything. We have a little question about something that we found. Well, something that Fisscourth found. She's very smart. Why don't you show him the coin? There's like a little coin that's got like a bunch of deity symbols on it. I'm very confused.
I'll pull it out of my chest fluff and present it to the old priest.
It's rather unique.
Yes, it had multiple symbols of divinity.
He'll take it in his hands and flip it over and inspect the images, and it's curious. This is obviously Tyr's symbol. I'm confused as why these two would be together. Maybe
Laura and Bathsheba, luck and misfortune. Fortune and misfortune.
I would understand if they were each side of the coin, then it makes some sense, but they are combined together and they are opposite of Tyr, who seems to not be an opposite of either of them.
Yeah.
Do you know who it might have belonged to? Perhaps we found it in the bowels of that marrow, Jay, but...
What's a mirror?
It's a weird fey creature that we fought that looked like a whale at first, and then it wasn't a whale.
Mm-hmm.
And
With
it
a
had
lot of
that in its
bones.
shell. Yeah, it's got like a shell that's like its home on its back, and then we like kind of shook it out of them because he had my tooth. And we also found that amongst other things.
It is a very complicated story.
Yeah.
He takes a long sip of his drink and cocks his head to the side and looks at you, nodding, following along. I can see why you would want to get that sort of a trinket back.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen when I dropped my tooth down the well. But, I wasn't expecting a fake creature being like, you're my friend now, trying to go splishy splash,
And as he watches you all, can everyone, except for Arat, because this is going to be a vision-based thing, can everyone else roll me a perception check?
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
If if Foundry makes me lose this, then that's that's a crime in Pride Month.
Yeah, I just got hate crimed on the first day of Pride Month. I rolled a nat
So
1.
homophobic. I got a 17.
I rolled a nat 20
Okay.
or 23.
Fisscourth, you are very concerned with this strange thing that you all just somehow happen to have, as fate would have it. And Sulong and Yuiza, you watch this old man, and it's almost as though he looks through all of you, as though he does not necessarily just look at you, but he looks through you and into all of you. He has a very uncanny, appraising look beneath the hood that is pulled up over his face. And he will say, well, it is a curious thing, but it seems to be in good hands with all of you, as it doesn't seem to be concerning at all. It could be the symbol of a new religion. They crop up all the time.
A new religion with 3 disparate gods in it?
It just seems so particularly unique.
He gestures to the temple around him that serves many deities.
That's true.
I've heard of some religions that worship multiple gods. There was this old man a while back called out to like sister deities.
It is just confusing to me for something to pull existing gods and then smash them together in
I mean,
unrelated ways.
on one side we have law and order, dun dun, and on the other side we have luck and chaos. I did it, guys. I said the thing. The game's over. We're going now. I said the title of the game.
I hate it.
Yay, roll credits! Yay!
I mean,
We won the game.
Given
But yeah,
given the purview of Timora, Bathsheba, and Tyr, maybe it's good luck to those who deserve it, bad luck to those who deserve it.
well, maybe we're
Possible.
looking at how they're different, because obviously it makes sense because Bathsheba is misfortune and Timora is fortune. But when you really think about it, fortune and misfortune are both kind of chaotic because you don't really. There's no reason for someone to have fortune and misfortune unless they said so. If it happens, it just happens.
It's all very similar to what we found below the temple, isn't it?
Yeah.
All those symbols of different gods.
Yes, yes, Rose Ressa filled me in on what you found. We had no idea that temple was there. It must have been hundreds of years old, well before my time. But your friend here is right, I think. It could be many things. It could be nothing. But the deities act on their own whims. Unless, of course, one steals directly from them. And he will put his finger to his nose as he looks right at you.
She's going to smile like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You said that it was in good hands. Does this mean we are to keep this object?
He'll look at it and hand it back to whoever wants to take it from him. I have no use for it.
This'll nervously take it back and tuck it back into her chest.
I mean, maybe it's like a religion of like order and chaos. Tier, order, and fortune/misfortune, chaos.
Might be worth looking around. Maybe we'll find more evidence of a civilization or even a temple who separately worshipped these 3. I was just wondering if perhaps you knew who to return it to, but if it's that old, then there may not be anyone else left alive to worship these 3 in this manner.
He'll nod along to what you say, Fisscourth. Yes, that could be so. Aren't you all supposed to be cleaning my temple?
Yes. We just wanted to pass this by you, but we'll go back and do that, right? Arat, let's go. We have a room
Yes.
to clean. And Fizz is once again
Yes,
going to
yes,
hook
yes.
her talons into his shirt neck and just drag him out of the door.
I just be able to wave as he slides out.
I guess back to cleaning. Bye.
There will be
Drag too long
cupcakes
with
later when you're done.
Cupcakes? Guys, there will be cupcakes. Thank you. Bye. She'll close his door and drag Suwon with her. And by drag, I mean hold on to him as she walks, and he willingly walks with her because she has a -2 strength.
So when we're just to lean back a little, he would not move in Yuiza's arms.
Yeah.
Where do you all head to next?
I would like to go to this one that has purple little crystals in it.
Okay. You can definitely head on in there.
So long, this place has crystals. Let's go.
My sister got into crystals once.
Inside the crystal?
No, she thought that, they had some sort of healing properties to them.
Well, sometimes they do.
Yeah, the magical ones.
Oh, it's not magical ones?
It was not magical ones.
Oh. Well, you never know, because, like, certain materials could be good at conducting energies and stuff, you know?
Sulong.
We think about it. Oh,
Yes.
As you are having this conversation, you follow Yuiza into this room. Roll me perception with advantage.
God. Ooh.
No. 18?
Okay. 18. Fantastic. For me, as you walk into this room with these purple crystals that Yuiza just shouted to you about, you first notice the crystals as they line this room, just in mass, almost as if they're growing in here. And as you enter, you see them, and as your eyes sweep across them, it sweeps up to the figure that is displayed here. And it is the figure of a man dressed in full plate armor with a war helm, disguising his face, carrying a large war hammer, riding a massive steed. And you are looking face to face with the same being who charged you when you were ripped away from the party.
So remember when I disappeared? And
Yeah.
got sent to that, like, other dimension?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy tried to hit me.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy. Well, not the statue, but, like, yeah, that guy.
I mean, you're very strong, Salon, but he looks like he could kick your ass.
Oh, yeah, no, I have tried to dodge out of the way of charging alpacas. A warhorse is something totally different.
So, like, he tried to hit you in, like, this world that you went in?
Yeah, it was like constant combat. Looked kind of fun.
fun. Is there like a plate or a plaque that says who this temple is dedicated to?
Roll investigation.
I have +0 investigation because I definitely making choices as a rogue. That's a 2.
You look about, and it takes you a while to find it. But you do eventually find it, as there is one in here. But the crystals had overgrown it, and you can't quite read what is there.
The crystals are like in the way, and like I don't want to break them off because that feels like, you know, sacrilegious and stuff. And while I may have my fair shares of, like, you know, stuff with the gods since we got here, I don't want to do that. This guy looks scary.
Given your penchant for collecting deities so far, why stop now?
Because taking something and desecrating a temple are two very different things.
Some would say it's the same thing, but I see the logic here.
No, because, you know, stealing something is taking, desecrating is like ruining things, you know?
Roll me just a general wisdom check, both of you.
A 16 for so long?
16, okay.
15.
And a 15, perfect. You all have this conversation and you talk it over, and you are here to clean the temple, and that is a rather important thing that people may need to have access to. So you can kind of infer that cleaning that plaque off might be something that you could work at as a part of your duties.
I mean, you know, like, people need to read stuff, so maybe we should clean it and, like, break the crystals off. I mean, we'll put them back, like, next to him and stuff, or her, them, whatever.
Maybe we should confirm with the head priest what to do with the crystals before we go destroying things.
We're not destroying, we're cleaning. She takes out a knife.
Okay, and on that note, let's pivot over to Arat and Fisscourth. Which room do you all go to?
I think this, whichever one it is I'm in front of now, it has a circular rug and a whole bunch of candle lights in it and pillows and stuff. I
Yes,
don't know
it's
what it
very
is, though.
fancy.
Okay. Yes. Let's see here. You walk in, and there are a lot of pillows on the floor and candles that have been lit. But there is very little else here. Both of you roll me perception as well. All right, I'll let you do this since you could potentially feel this.
13.
19.
19? Fabulous. You both walk into this room, and Arat, as you walk about the room, your hand at the far end comes in contact with a large and tattered tapestry that's on the wall. And as you pass your hand over it, you feel the stitching and the applique, and you feel the shape of a black gloved hand holding a coin. And Fisscourth, as you are walking about with Arat, you notice that you notice this as well, and you are able to see that the hand is holding a two-headed coin. It is silver in its depiction, and each head is facing in the opposite direction in side profile.
Oh, rather intimidating figure there. Fiss will describe what she sees to Arat, and... Is the room dusty? Does it need dusting?
It is dusty, although these candles are lit, it doesn't appear that this room sees much use. If you would like to roll on the candles, you can roll me Arcana.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
She says with a -2 to Arcana.
As for Arcana, the player thinks he knows what god this is. Can the character roll for that?
Yeah, you can. You can roll me a religion check.
Makes sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's a 9 for Arcana for me.
Arcana?
They're really pretty.
They are. Fisscourth,
That's also a 9.
you aren't sure what they are, but you remember Yuiza picking up something that looks like these candles, but you can't remember for sure what it is. Arat, what did you roll?
Also a 9.
Also a 9? You don't remember the name specifically, but you remember the words, the Lord of the Three Thunders.
And I will say, like, in thinking about it and running my hand over this, I'll just mention that this seems to be connected to the Lord of the Three Thunders, whomever he may be.
Petrifying name. Suppose you wouldn't mind having his quarters dusted.
He might like that. One might assume.
Besides, maybe he's not as scary as he is. Appearances are appearances, and Bissell set about dusting near this tapestry.
Appearances are certainly appearances. Come to think of it, speaking of appearances, Fisscourth, I have a bit of a prying question for you, if you do not mind.
She'll turn around for what I assume is just her beating out the tapestry. Yes?
Are you pretty? Yuiza has said many times that you are very pretty, but I do not have a frame of reference.
Arat is going to hear the tapestry drop. Probably some very confused squeaking. A long moment of silence before, in a very quiet voice, he hears, Would you like to find out?
You are, in fact, you are the only member of this group that I have not gotten a sense of. You were uncomfortable last time, but it would give me a better sense of who I'm speaking to. I have the verbal descriptions, of course, but that's about it.
This will take Arat's hand and her own two little nubs and start with the tip of her little crown-shaped nose. She's trembling.
Hey, so just fingers like outline the nose and like feeling the fur, and like you can see his brow like wrinkle, above the blindfold as he's just feeling.
I think this note is. Oh, wait, do you mean that bad? You look worried. Is that bad? She immediately just pulls away.
He actually not intensely, like sort of like locks fingers onto the face so she can't quite. It's like, no. I've never seen anybody like you before. It's
I've never seen anyone, Arat.
I have a way of seeing. Just waggle the fingers. But no, you are wholly unique and fascinating. And your ears are much longer than the other two that we met.
Those are
She said that was a
sensitive,
good
but
thing.
thank you, Arat. I'm very appreciative of you calling me so unique. You are too. You are unique and fascinating and truly a spectacle. Yes. In a good way, of course, not in a bad way.
Thank you. No, yes. You forgive me. As I said, I cannot. As you said, I cannot see. So, frankly, the more tactily interesting somebody is, that I suppose, yes, that would be more pretty to me because it is more engaging. So yes, no, Yuiza is entirely right. Thank you for the comfort level.
Thank you for the kind words, Sara. I'm going to continue beating out this tapestry, but thank you for the kind words. Truly, it means a lot coming from you.
Thank you. Is there anything I can do to help around here? I don't know what is in here, aside from tapestry and candles.
Dusting, but be careful of the candles. Yes, I used to dust. And Fizz is going to turn around, bright pink, and continue beating this tapestry furiously.
Which is probably masking any chance of me hearing what a heartbeat is, so I'm just going to feel for things out of place and put them back up.
While we give Fisscourth a moment to recover, Yuiza and Sulong, Yuiza, you are able to clear off this plaque, and you see that it is to... I closed my notes, and that was a bad thing to do. I should not have done that. You see the name Tempest.
It says Tempest. And she'll take all the broken off crystals and put it on the altar and like arrange them with the other crystals.
Isn't that the Lord of Storms?
I don't know. I mean, it would make sense because the name is
that's
Tempest.
Talos. Tempest is war.
You can roll a religion check if you'd like.
I would like to. I mean, I'm not proficient, but I would like to.
You don't have to be proficient to roll.
6.
Okay.
I'll roll 12.
Are you sure it's not like thunder and storms? Because Tempest sounds like a god of weather or something. I don't know.
10.
10. You momentarily do get confused, but you know that that Tempest is a god of chaos and a god known for excess in all things, for love in food, drink, hunting, and that his greatest passion was battle.
I cast Exposition to Yuiza.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe that's why he was like fighting in that weird plane. That means you were in a plane with a god who was about to murder you and you escaped. That's a pretty cool story to tell, I'm just saying.
You're very excited for a very life-threatening situation.
Well, it passed. Did you die?
Almost.
But did you die?
Don't.
Did you die?
Sulong turns.
That is a fun story.
Themselves cleaning.
All right, you all.
He's just wiping the crystals and stuff as she's doing this.
You go about cleaning this room. Yuiza, as you're the one interacting directly with the crystals, can you roll me a perception check on these crystals?
Oh, okay, I'm not horrible at that.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. You notice that as some of them are not affixed to their position and you are able to move them around, you notice that as you move them around, it is almost as if light dances within them sporadically and sparks fly out from them. And you get the sense that you may have seen these used previously as by arcane spellcasters in your travel. These types of crystals could be used as foci.
Oh. I think these crystals are like magical focuses and stuff. Do you think I could ask Tempest and maybe Deval if I could take the broken off crystals?
I don't see why not.
Okay. She will She will get in front of the altar, put her hands together. Tempest, you look like a very cool dude who likes to indulge in all things, and I would like to indulge in some of these crystals. May I take some?
Roll me a D100 for your prayer to Tempest. I've never had a rogue interactions with so many deities.
71.
Yuiza is just like, hey, I could see that y'all could use maybe a patron or 2. Would you like that?
Yuiza said, I'm the cleric now.
I'm the cleric now.
You wait. You wait. And you wait. But nothing outright happens.
You know, he's not as talkative as the other two.
I think maybe you should ask the head priest.
Yeah, I'll ask. I will not take without asking. She will leave the crystals back. But I will ask. I'll put these in a little bowl, and I will bring them to him, see if he wants them here, if I could maybe keep them.
Yeah, I can wrap up if you want to do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I will be right back, okay? And she's just gonna take the little bowl of crystals and just jog her way
As Yuiza leaves and the door shuts behind her, Sulong looks at the statue, and he'll reach into a breast pocket to pull out the war fan, whip it open, and level it towards the statue. When I'm stronger, I want another shot.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, no.
Do it!
On this, the start of Pride Month, thank you, 69.
Nice. However, like with Yuiza, you wait. And you wait. And you wait. And there doesn't appear to be any outward acknowledgement. However, when you go to leave the room, out of the corner of your eye, you could swear that his axe, the blade of it, follows you as you move. But when you turn back, the statue is as it was.
Spooky.
I swear if someone finds out about this and doesn't give Sulong shit for, basically being like, hey, God of War, I want to fight with you, but they say stuff about me stealing from Tamora, I'm going to be very disappointed. That is a hate crime.
Round 2, motherfucker.
There's a difference between stealing from a deity and challenging them to open combat.
Oh, because challenging a God of War to battle is totally smart. Anyway, I'm talking to Duval and asking him if I can take the crystals.
He will allow you to take those crystals. It turns out that he doesn't know why they are manifesting there. It just started one day a while back, and they've honestly just been taking them and just cleaning them and throwing them out with the trash. There you have a surplus, and it's a rather common crystal item.
Oh, I wonder if I can sell these. That'd be cool. I could make such pretty necklaces. Anyway, thank you, Duval.
Yeah, but he will tell you that you can take as many of those crystals as you would like.
Thank you. She's gonna take a really big one from the room.
Go for it. All right. Do any of you head to the other rooms to continue cleaning?
Yeah.
We'll meet out in the
Yeah.
hallway just for small talk and then separate again.
Yep, chat and
Actually-
then return to janitorial
Guys,
duties.
look at my crystals. Oh my god. This is
They're
going to make such a cute little night light in my room.
Oh, they're so sharp. I thought you were going to use them as weaponry. Improvised, of course.
I don't
Oh,
think
that
they
either
would be
could work.
very strong though.
Yes, but they're sharp. Glass isn't strong, but it is sharp.
Actually, some
Obsidian
glass
is the
can...
thing.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. We'll see what the ladies at the the blacksmith have to say.
You know what you could do,
Indeed.
Yuiza? You could string them up around a wooden board with the burn marks live, laugh, love on them.
Why would she do that?
Jay.
So I do have to remind myself to stay alive, to love people, and to laugh.
You need reminders for this.
I don't.
There's just
People need reminders for this.
a chortle as Sulong walks away.
Was it live, love, laugh, live, laugh, love? What about die, sad, hate?
I don't think it would sell as well.
You know what? That's true. I don't think it has the same ringtone to it.
How about dagger, dagger, No, that's copyrighted.
I think that's copyrighted somewhere. I think I heard like a theater show about it. I don't know.
Where are you all heading to next?
You can pick
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss is a good one.
I like that one.
Perfect.
Mansplay, manhood, manipulate.
Fist, do you have a preference on which room to go to?
No, but how about we get the room that was next to Deer's?
Perfect. Yes. I'll walk ahead to that direction.
I'm consumed in gay bat thoughts right now.
What about you, Sula? You can pick this time because I picked last time because of the crystals, and like I got a few crystals already.
Sulong blinks and then just walks to the room next to the one that they just came out of and opens the door.
Your decision-making process is not as fun.
This one down here?
Whichever one they haven't cleaned out yet.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be, that one down there. All right.
I'm not much of a thinker. I'm a doer.
So Arat and Fisscourth, go ahead and roll me perception on this room.
Two for a total of 5.
Okay.
I'm thinking about those
13.
fingies on my snout.
What was yours, Arat?
It was 13.
13? Okay. No problem. As you two walk into this room, you are very consumed with your thoughts, Fisscourth. Just lots of little happy bat thoughts running through your head right now. But Arat, as you go about the room and you acquaint yourself with what's here, you come to the far wall once more, and it is longer, this room, than some of the others, and that is because it has a large depiction plated in silver, and it is the depiction of a dragon that you feel underneath your hands, very distinct in its imagery.
Is it distinct enough that I would have noticed a difference in feeling it compared to other dragons? Or am I distinct?
Dragon deities? Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me religion.
Okey-doke. 14 flat.
Okay. I'm going to say that's enough because this is one of the big kahunas of the world. This is Bahamut. This is the Platinum Dragon, the king of good dragons, master of the North Wind.
And this is the only thing that you mentioned. Is there anything else in this room?
Or
is it just this giant depiction?
It is just this giant depiction of this dragon.
So your hands on it, I'll just say, is this all that the followers of Bahamut need? Is just this?
Oh, I suppose if it's about inspiring a sense of fear and awe, I guess you're supposed to supplicate yourself before Bahamut. I suppose you wouldn't mind a bit of shining, right?
I believe, from what I know of Bahamut, that would actually be preferred. From what I know of most Dragonborn, that would be preferred. I'm gonna actually walk around the room, and I'm going to just snap towards the corners to get a sense of if there's anything more, or if I hear echo beyond walls.
You just hear the echo off of the solid stone walls. It appears that this room is without adornment other than this massive imagery of Bahamut.
Arat couldn't wrap his head around that, so he's like, surely there's something hidden. But as he goes through, he's more and more perplexed that of all the deities, the platinum dragon has nothing in here except for that.
It is very strange. Both of you can roll me. Let's roll insight on this, on why this may be.
That's my specialty. 16.
Okay. Fisscourth?
That's my expertise one.
What's Fiss's insight to this?
Just a second. Abby was also having gay thoughts IRL and zoned out.
I saw you blue screening in real time.
Let's see what I get. This is a specialty of mine, so...
Fabulous.
Wow, I rolled an 8. Yeah, we're both.
Okay. Arat, you spend some time thinking about this, as Fisscourth is probably the best one to be taking care of the polishing, since that would probably require sight. And the more you ponder this and you pace the room, you remember that Bahamut is worshipped by good dragons, the head good dragons of all the good dragons, the antithesis to Tiamat and the chromatics. And you walk the dimensions of the room, and you get the sense that this room would be large enough to fit a young dragon, should one decide to come in and worship in its true form.
And at that point, it just sort of clicks and it goes, of course. And I imagine that has been the entire time Fisscourth has been polishing, and Art has not helped whatsoever in this as he's been trying to figure this out.
Oh, what was that, Arat?
Oh, I was wondering why this room was so empty, and of course, a god of dragons would need a space for dragons to worship, and if there were more things in here, a dragon would knock it over.
Oh, I suppose with the large wings, I know this from experience. You, Arat, possess a brilliant mind. I suppose you would need more space if you were a dragon worshipping in a place of worship.
Large wings, large tail. Anyone who has a dog with a long tail and a low coffee table knows that there's just some things you clear out of the way. And with that revelation, let's pivot back to Sulong and Yuiza, who went on to a new room themselves. Would you all like to roll perception on this room as you enter it?
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
10.
Okay.
13.
What was Sulong's?
13.
Fabulous. You walk in, and this room is dark, but oddly inviting. Almost seductive in its nature. And Sulong, as you look about the room with its stone walls, just like all of the construction of the rest of the rooms, but they are draped in rich fabrics and lush curtains. And framed between the curtains is the statue of a horned figure, painted red, with black horns that come out from the side of its head in a large arc and down, and two more that come from the forehead and straight back, grinning at you with painted porcelain white fanged teeth.
Well, hello there.
I don't know if this is weird to say, but this room feels like kind of sexy. I don't know about you.
No, I get that feeling too.
Okay.
There's this.
I don't know who this is. There's a lot of books for such a sexy room. Is there like a plaque?
Nerds can be sexy too, Yuiza.
I know, but I feel like reading. I'm not saying nerds can't, trust me. I know nerds can be sexy, from my past experiences. But I just don't think reading is something that you would constantly do if you were in like a sexy room. That's all I'm saying.
As you start cleaning, roll me investigation, the two of you on this room. Not your barbarian strong suit, huh?
1.
No, that was a nervous chuckle.
Okay.
I am afraid of what might happen.
I got a natural 1, so
Love it. Love to see it.
I got a natural 20.
Natural's funny. Fabulous.
Yuiza's thinking about nerds.
I remember. God, I remember her. She was cute.
As Yuiza is having her own gay panic moment in this room that is so seductive, Sulong, you set about cleaning and rearranging all of these sexy nerd books, and some of them fall open and others are actually scrolls. And you look through them and they appear to be old contracts that were left here in offering, written in Infernal. And as you move them about, you actually see a contract of protection. And it is a contract of protection for a family that you all know. And at the bottom, the name Morthron is signed. And as you look over these and see the name, and you look up, roll me a religion check. And I'll let you roll this one at advantage.
Well, that's happening. You're just putting books back. It's like, damn, I should go to the libraries again.
That is a 17.
17? You realize you are standing in a temple to Asmodeus. And attached to, well, not attached to, but near the contract of protection for Morthron's family, there is also a portrait of his family from when Zikos was a little kid.
Sulong will just gingerly take these documents and reverently put them somewhere, like, safe.
That is appropriate.
And he'll look over to the statue of Asmodeus. Huh.
Yeah?
Oh, no, I was just wondering if, what was his name?
Morthron?
Morthron. I wonder if Morthron has any relation.
To what? The sexy room?
I mean, he's
he's
get
pretty
busy,
sexy, I'm just
apparently.
saying.
Given he has 2 children, he does get busy, but he'll motion to the statue.
To us. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. Not every, like, winged, red skinned, like, tiefling with horns is gonna be related. That's kind of like.
Do they have similar horn structures?
Is Morthron a tiefling?
To Yuiza's knowledge, he is. So she's speaking
I
from what
know.
she assumes.
This is me teasing my players.
I don't know who this is, so.
Oh, Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. Like, from, like, the Nine Hells?
Like,
Oh.
leads from the first layer?
Oh, damn. He's, like, sexy.
I bet that's how he gets all the contracts. Most of these
Probably.
are contracts of protection, actually.
Oh. Can you read Infernal?
No, not really. Like bits and pieces.
Why did you ask about Morthron, though?
Oh, there's a family photo of him and his kid over there.
Maybe they just worship them. I mean, I don't judge. They haven't tried to kill me or sacrifice me, so, like,
And
and it's kind of hard to, like, be afraid of someone who was panicking about having a baby, and I had to calm them down, and they made bread about it.
Bless that man.
It's very sweet.
I wonder if they're gonna have sign another protection contract for the kid, the baby,
Yeah.
not the.
Do you think it's just, like, general protection, or are they, maybe someone's after them? I mean, I don't want to pry because I'm sure we weren't supposed to see this contract exactly, but they also did leave it out in the open in a temple where anyone could walk in.
If they come for us for help, we help. That's what we do, right?
Okay.
Listen, if you want to pry, go ahead and pry.
No,
That's
I
not my
can't.
business.
I can't read Infernal. I can't pry, no matter how much I want to.
I think Arabelle might have some scrolls about translation.
That's too much. That's too much trouble for this. It's not the same if I can't do it right in the moment. Because if you prepare for it more, then it becomes boring. You know.
You know, the more I find out about you,
About what?
bless your heart.
Okay, well, I'm going to make sure all these books and scrolls are, all nice and organized for sexy Asmodeus here. Just like that to the statue.
Sulong there's a small smile on his face, and he just shakes his head as he goes over to the other side of the room to clean up some more.
Fabulous. And you all are able to finish cleaning your final rooms. They don't really need you to clean the eating areas here or any of the personal areas. It was just strictly the temples. So you are able to go back and report to either Devolve, Carlotta, or Egg, as Fisscourth calls him. Yeah, Eggbry. And any one of them can pay you. Each receive 5 gold for your day's work.
I'm going to put that in my personal one.
Mm-hmm.
Inventory.
Once you reconvene, where do you all go next?
Guys, I'll mention cupcakes, so we should probably go to the kitchen or
Yes.
the eating area. Have you ever had the cupcake, Fisscourth?
Is it? We don't eat the cups, but it is a cake.
It's a tiny cake.
A tiny cake.
Yeah.
We
Just
must
for you.
try this.
You don't have to share with anyone.
I don't have to share this
You
cake.
don't have to share this cake.
It's my cake.
Yes.
Just for you.
Just for you.
Then let us move post haste. I was going to say
show
the
you-
pink dragon needs us, but we need these cakes.
I'm going to show you how best to eat one so it's not super messy. Let's go. And she's jogging excitedly with this.
I'm doing a little bat hop after.
You are able to head out to the dining area, and funnily enough, Carlotta and Eggbry are putting out all of the cupcakes that Carlotta had been baking earlier in the day. There are chocolate cupcakes with a ganache frosting. There is a strawberry shortcake with a it's not sour cream frosting.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese frosting. Thank you. Sour cream frosting would just
I got you.
Yeah, that wouldn't go well.
It's a fantasy world.
And there are some blackberry cupcakes as well with a blackberry frosting.
Oh my god. Can I have one of each or can I only pick one?
Oh, have as many as you want, dear. There's only 4 of us here currently, and all the other younger folk choose to live outside of the temple. So take what you want while it's fresh.
She's going to give Carlotta a gentle but nice hug. Thank you.
When you go to hug her robes hide it well because there's so much fabric and draping going on. But when you hug her, you feel she is a very frail woman. She has that old lady feel about her, but she's very warm.
Just gentle hugging.
Yeah, very very much the old grandma feel. But yeah, she will load you all up with as many cupcakes as each of you want.
I think Fizz, as soon as she gets one, just puts the whole thing in her mouth.
Oh.
Cheeks ballooning.
Hey,
It's
Bernal.
good, isn't it? Yeah.
And Fist, as you are just full on shoving this cupcake into your mouth, Igbree will come up to you and, hi. They told me that you that you were here, so I paid one of the acolytes to go to the butcher, and this is for you. And you are presented with one of those thermoses, like what Arat purchased previously, which is about a pint of blood.
Fiss's mouth is still full, but she's vigorously nodding, grabs a cupcake, offers it to Egfrey, and takes the thermos, again, happily nodding, mouth still full with a muffled...
Oh, Fifth, you should dip the cupcake in the blood.
That's
We do that?
Are you two friends? Hi.
Hi. Yes. Yes.
Yes, we go way back, as you might say.
That's good. Yuiza's going to
Do you
go
know?
into Fisscourth and just be like way back, like
She just decided not to murder me.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
that's what I was going to
that far
ask.
back.
Yeah. Okay, that's really good.
It's-
That's a good way to start the friendship, not murdering each other.
Precisely. Especially when your friends are not chained up, hanging hundreds of miles above, well, not hundreds of miles, hundreds of feet above the cave floor.
Wow,
I'm sure it
some
felt like
people are
hundreds of
into
miles.
that.
It did.
Of course. It's good to hear you again, my friend.
Pleasure to hear you too.
Taking a cupcake, ripping it in half, and then doing the thing where you take the frosting part and then you
Turn it
flip
into a
so it's like
sandwich?
a little sandwich, yeah. And then she'll eat it.
This is watching in awe, glory.
That way, it's not like super messy with the frosting up your nose and stuff.
I think
It's like a little sandwich.
you know when a little kid has their first birthday cake? That's Fiss's face. Whatever color the frostings
Aw.
are, they're just all over her little pointed nose
You
and her
just
fur.
cleaning her.
Sulong
For
has
style, let's say it's the strawberry one for the
Yeah.
redness.
Yes.
Sulong has done the same. Rip the bottom off the top on one cupcake, and then another, and then put the two tops together, set them to the side, and then he'll just eat the two bottoms, and then take the tops, and then eat them.
These are really good.
And Igri will ask you all, did your work day go well?
Yes, I got to take some crystals home. Also, I think the Raven Queen gave me a feather, and she'll take out her little threaded braid and just take out the feather that she put in there, and she'll show him. And then we cleaned Asmodeus' room, and it was surprisingly sexy. I don't know if that's normal to say about the room, but it was sexy, you know?
A breeding room, yes.
A what?
Interesting.
A breeding room. For breeding.
Well, considering that there were lots of books and contracts in there, I don't think that's what it was. But I think Asmodeus is very cute.
He
Hmm.
must
Very good
be.
looking.
Be careful he doesn't have you sign a contract as well.
I don't sign things. I can't understand.
Because, yes, it's important to know what the price of these contracts are before you read them, before you sign them. So,
Dad always say, never sign a contract until you fully understand it.
Was your dad a lawyer?
No.
Oh.
He was a criminal.
Oh.
same thing.
No, kind of. Except, I feel like lawyers are worse,
Hmm.
Depending on the lawyer.
The same sort of leech as a landlord, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine being a lawyer.
Or a landlord.
Mm-hmm. 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 But, these cupcakes are really good.
Half of the D&D community's ears are just burning at the word lawyer just being mentioned.
Lawyer, I hardly know her.
Yeah. You all are able to enjoy a little light conversation with the clerics. You can ask them any questions that you might have.
Did you get these cupcakes from the Pink Dragon?
No, Carlotta made them.
Yes, dear. I made them. Mm-hmm.
You are a wizard of the highest order, then. These are miraculous little cakes. Cupped and caked.
Would you like the recipes?
Wonderful. Teach me your ways, O sage.
One moment, dear. You do read common, right?
Yes.
Okay, one moment. And she will shuffle away into the kitchen and she will come back with a small wooden box, and she will set it on the table and open it, and she will slowly piece through small cards about 3 inches by 5 inches and pull 3 of them out. And she will say, I always keep extras on hand, just in case some of the younger folk like to come and eat here from time to time, and I make sure that they always know what they're eating and send them home with a recipe. That's how they learn. And she will hand you the recipe for these cupcakes, and it is in her own handwriting. She writes in flawless cursive, in neat flowing lines in common. And you now have 3 cupcake recipes that you can add to your inventory.
I will study them to the highest ability. Thank you, Carlotta.
You're very welcome, my dear. Do you bake often?
Oh, no, never. I've never baked before. I know how to make coffee, though.
Oh,
I taught her how to make coffee.
Wonderful. It will go very good with a cupcake. Try it for breakfast. And she'll wink at you.
This just turns Yuiza a big, happy, batty smile.
You're going to do so great with these cupcakes.
Sulong
To the
leans
kitchen
in.
burning in flames next morning.
Yeah.
Sulong leans next to Yuiza and just with a conspiratorial whisper, I haven't baked in a long time, if you know what I mean. And he holds up 2 fingers.
I can't relate. I don't know what we're talking about.
And on that note, let's head on to break, everybody. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere. Let's just grab a drink. Don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, or go to hivegoblin.com to see the schedule for this game and the others like it on the channel. Happy Pride, everybody. Whether you are out or not, we love you, and we are so thankful that you are here. We'll see you in a few. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'm glad you are all here on the first day of Pride in 2023. As we said before we went to break, no matter whether you are out or not, we are happy that you are here. It is June 1st, 2023, and you are loved, to steal a wonderful line from our good friends over at Indoor Adventures. Tonight, we have our final reading of our sponsored posts from WeirdWorks. WeirdWorks is a small TTRPG business crafting unique TTRPG-themed items featuring the art of designer and illustrator Brenda Ho and developer and writer Tom Denick. After the success of their first Kickstarter deck, The Adventurer's Tarot, they successfully funded another Kickstarter for their Eldritch Overload tarot deck, which puts a cyberpunk twist on the standard tarot spread. You can use code HYPE to get $5 off of any purchase of $40 or more with WeirdWorks. In our game, Arat is playing the Wild Oracle, a 5e custom class written to work in conjunction with the Adventurer's Tarot. There it is. Gosh, it's so pretty. On both sides, it's so pretty. Their original deck comes with several alternate uses for both players and GMs. So if a custom 5e class isn't your jam, which this class looks like a lot of fun to play, y'all, so I would buy it just for this class. But if that's not your jam, maybe you could purchase this as a gift for yourself as a GM or as a player. It can also be used as a weird weather generator for GMs to use on the fly, because it does use classes for D&D and several different types of monsters. You can also use this to track your initiative with at the table. That looks really nice. Some other ways that people have used it is to use it as a character generator or NPC generator to pull ideas up on the fly. Or maybe you have someone who plays TTRPGs and you're looking for your next gift for them. You can gift this to them. And even if they don't want to play the 5e subclass, it does come with a replacement rule set for the Deck of Many Things, where they can use all of the cards of this Adventurer's Tarot deck for the Deck of Many Things, which I have actually gotten to use in game, and it was a lot of fun, and some of it was just downright silly. So definitely check that out. Thank you again to our wonderful friends over at WeirdWorks. I've been affiliated with them for a while now, and they're kind, wonderful people, and we are so thankful that they were our first sponsors for this fantastic game. So thank you again, WeirdWorks. We love you. We are having a blast with your products, and we wish you all the best. With that, let's go ahead and get into our final reading, which it's for Arat. And I can't wait to find out what Arat's question was.
Yes, it is. So Arat has been enjoying the group dynamic and getting to grow closer with a group as opposed to traveling around. And so his question is wondering what lies ahead for him with this group specifically, not just what's on the horizon, but as a cohesive unit, what's ahead? First card that we have is the Druid. Druid represents both fairness and negligence. It suggests that you delve into the gray areas for the truth and do not remain inactive. Actually seek out what you're looking for. There seems to be a trend of that in these readings, I'm noticing. Second card we have is the Elemental. Elemental is for completion and closure. Reflect on what you have already accomplished and channel the elements for assistance going forward. So we're looking into the gray areas for what you seek. We're reflecting on what you've accomplished so far and moving forward with them. And lastly, we have the Beast. Beast represents both solidarity and solitude. The pack is strongest together. So going forward, what lies ahead is seeking of the truth, seeking of what the group is trying to accomplish, and doing so together.
I really love that reading, and I think that is great advice for the group as a whole. Thank you, Zach, so much for doing these ad reads with me. And thank you for this table for just, being here. Y'all are great. And chat, you're great too. I hope you know that. All right, so let's play some more D&D, y'all. So you finish your day at the temple. And where do you all go from there?
Pink Dragon!
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You can definitely head.
Definitely can, yes.
You can all head that way. As you walk through town is just as lively as ever for this small little village. And people are still out and about. It's probably pushing about 2:30, 3 p.m. when you all finally head into the Pink Dragon. Make me some perception checks for your walk back.
Ooh.
14.
14?
18.
15.
I haven't rolled above a 10 today. That was a 7.
No.
This is anti-indigenous and homophobic.
Abby's rolling like I normally roll. What were Sulong and Yuiza's rolls? I think you spoke at the same time.
15.
15? Okay.
18.
18? Fantastic. Okay. Fisscourth, you are still in your own little world. So excited to attempt baking for the first time. There are fewer ingredients than some of the other things that you've seen made, so you are very sure that you are going to be a pro at this the first time you try it. And
I'll make them crunchy as well. Keep the shells.
Keep the shells. Delicious. As you are all walking, Yuiza, you see a woman, one of the local farmers, and she is pushing a small cart, and she is selling just large bouquets of beautiful, fresh cut flowers, both cultivated and wild from the fields nearby. And she is selling those for 3 copper each for a full bouquet. Arat, as you pass by a group of people heading in the opposite direction, They're pushing some kind of cart, and you hear them gossiping, and the name Arabelle is on their lips.
I'm
And
about to take out a knife.
Can I
Sulong,
slow down? Can I slow down to hear more, or is that all
Yeah.
I hear?
you can. They are traveling in the opposite direction, but if you'd like to stop for a moment and listen, you can attempt to listen, and go ahead and roll me perception on these ladies. And while you do that, Sulong, you see a group of children running through the streets with wooden swords and toy bows, chasing after one of their friends who's dressed up in you think it might be a homemade monster costume. And these kids are running around playing wardens in the street.
Cute.
One of them has a pair of large white ears on top of their head.
Aw.
What was Arat's roll?
18.
18? As you get just the passing of conversation, there's not enough time to listen in the whole thing, but there's talk of her having been seen at dinner once again out on the town with the mayor. And these ladies are confused because they could have sworn that before she left for her extended vacation, that she was dating one of the wardens in town. They could have sworn that it was rather serious, but ever since she's been back, she's been seen with the mayor almost constantly. And
Assuming that the name is not. I'm assuming the name of said warden is not given.
nope, that's all you get, that she was dating one of the wardens. Or thought to have been dating one of the wardens. Yes, Yuiza.
Can I stop by this lady and buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bouquets?
You can. And there's a wide assortment, and she is happy to help you pick out whichever ones you want. There are some that are just fresh cut roses. There are some that are just daisies. She can make a combination for you as well if you would like to split them up amongst different bouquets.
Yes, she will get one that's an arrangement of different pink flowers.
Okay.
One that's an arrangement of like different flowers, but with those kind of like smaller ones that have a little bit more texture and like interest to it. And it has like a general like kind of same note of smell.
Okay.
One that's green, yellows, and blues. And she will get one that is reds, different red flowers.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
And as she comes back with all these bouquets of flowers, she's gonna say like, guys, I got you flowers!
Oh, thank you, Yuiza. That's very kind of you.
Yes.
These are so beautiful. Are they edible?
Some might be, but I don't know of all of them, so you probably shouldn't eat them. They're more for decoration, but you know, you could always ask and maybe eat them.
Yes.
But this pink bouquet is for you, Fizz, because you're pink and cute and adorable.
Oh.
This one's for you, Arat. It's got different flowers, and if you put your fingers on it, it's got different like textures and different like you know, like this one's like little vines, this one's like little leaves, this one's like little flowers all together. This one's are big flowers, so I thought you'd enjoy that. And Sulong, this one's for you because it reminded me of your scales, and it's very big and pretty and strong.
Incredibly thoughtful, Yuiza, thank you.
Self-conscious movement of Sulong kind of pulling his shirt over his like neck a little bit as he accepts the flowers.
Because your scales are very pretty.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
This is putting them in her fur. There's no order, no stylized sense. She's just putting them wherever she feels like until she looks
Yeah.
like
I
a
love it.
midsummer bat with pink flowers.
You look so pretty, Fizz.
You truly think so?
You look beautiful.
Oh,
Here, she'll
Yuiza.
take one. She'll take like the biggest flower in the bouquet and put it like right next to her ear. It's like, thank you.
This will take one out of her fur. Probably still like lots of little wispy white tops caught on it. And tuck one behind Yuiza's ear too.
Oh, thank you.
You are just as lovely, Yuiza.
Thanks. I appreciate it. And good. No, I feel like, after everything we've been through, we all deserve a little treat. This red one's for Pascal because he gave me flowers, so I figured I'd give him flowers back.
Ah, yes,
You gave
red, the
flowers?
color of blood.
Yeah. So, apparently he, put a flower behind my ear when I was outside photosynthesizing in the morning. I didn't realize until I came inside and he had flowers in his hand. So I thought that was really sweet. I got them red because his
Wonderful.
skin is red.
Adorable.
Oh. Perhaps we should get something for True Love as well.
Well, we could, yeah. Well, I feel then we should also get something for Galwin because I feel like it's kind of I feel bad leaving him out, and then him and True Love are best friends.
And if we're getting things for everybody, then we will have to get flowers for the woman that is letting us stay at her place.
Of
as
course.
well,
Oh
Arabelle.
my god, she's going to go and get
We are
another
going-
bouquet.
We're going to wind up buying all of the flowers, I say as Yuiza walks away.
I don't think she minds. Can I have a purple and blue bouquet, miss?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, these are, will these do? And she hands you the last of her flowers. You have essentially bought out the rest of her flower cart and ended her workday.
Yeah. She will say, yes, those would be perfect. And here, instead of paying I think it's 15, 20 copper, so 2 silver, she's going to give her 2 gold.
Oh, are you sure you don't want your change?
Keep the change.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the beautiful flowers.
I Mhm. And roll me an insight check.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, I had a +5, it was almost an 18, that's a 9.
Okay. She's very nice.
Listen, if she stole them, I do not care. It's fine.
This wasn't for stealing.
Did you grow these yourself?
Yeah, I do. My family owns one of the farms on the far side of all the fields, and we have an orchard there and some greenhouses, and I grow all the flowers. It's been a really good year so far. Yeah.
Well, you have a very nice green thumb. I cannot grow
Thank you.
plants or take care of flowers or plants because I keep killing them accidentally. I had the cacti once and it died.
Oh well. Well, if you ever want to come by, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to learn more about flowers, I have some that are near bloom. If you'd like to see those.
I would. What's your name?
Ivy, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. She'll shake your hand and she'll take a flower out of the red bouquet and put it in her ear. Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. No one ever gives me flowers. The flower girl.
Well, you should receive more flowers. You're very pretty.
Thanks.
Not that you shouldn't receive flowers because you're pretty, but you should receive flowers and you're very pretty.
Thanks. You're very pretty too. The rest of you roll perception on this. Sorry, insight.
Rubbing my little eyes all over this. Wow, I actually rolled above a 10. That's a 22.
Okay. Anyone else rolling?
18.
18.
26.
This girl's face is beet red, and she is obviously fangirling over Yuiza in this moment.
Am I hearing the...
Her heart is like the wings of a hummingbird right now. She is. You bet her palms are so sweaty when she shakes Yuiza's hands.
Sulong is just gonna lean over to Fisscourth and Arat. Should we tell Yuiza? Or
No,
should
no,
we let
no.
her figure it out?
This is how courtship works.
If anyone ever flirts with me or is really nervous around me in that regard, please tell me. Again, I don't do subtext.
Noted.
Noted.
You all will have to tell me too if somebody appears to be
Oh yeah,
appears to
definitely.
be flirting.
His flush is a bright pink at that.
I can only pick up on so
Now that you
much.
can see. I'm going to be free up until the festival, so maybe I can stop by your place and see the flowers.
Before the festival, yeah. I could definitely clean up the greenhouse before then. I could clean it up tonight if you want to come by tomorrow, or I could go clean it up right now if you want to come over. No, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow would be better, right? That would be and then I could get some food. And do you like wine? Cider?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, then maybe you could just, maybe we could have a picnic after you look at all of the flowers. And
Of course. That sounds really nice. I'll bring something to eat too. I'm really good at cooking, I've been told.
I can't wait to eat whatever you bring. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Tomorrow. Morning, afternoon. I think I have a job tomorrow at the Pink Dragon, so maybe nighttime? Okay. Sure. I'm usually done with
Unless
work around 5 unless someone buys all of my flowers again. But,
How much do you usually make in a day?
Well, probably like maybe 3 gold total if you add it all up. But I mean they're flowers, you know.
She'll give her 3 gold and say, well, here is your profit for tomorrow, so you can sell those like for yourself, and then that way you can get off of work whenever you want.
DM, while this conversation's been happening longer and longer, Art eventually just like puts a hand on Sulong and Fisscourth's shoulder and starts backing away until they're not anywhere near here anymore.
I love that. Yes, you can definitely do that. And yes, she will accept the 3 gold. And she tells you she will make plans to work half a day tomorrow. And she will see you when you are free.
Okay. Bye. It was really nice to meet you.
It was great meeting you too. I can't. I'm gonna go now.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. She's walking away.
And the rest of you from a distance, you just see her just totally just exhale a breath that she had been holding in this entire time.
If
The flower girl is really nice, guys.
We're like 4 stores down at this point.
Why are you so far away?
We wanted to give you time.
What?
You were having a conversation.
yeah, it looked very important.
Oh yeah, the flower. Her name's Ivy. She's very nice. I
they
told
know?
her. Yes, I told her that I was like really bad at like. Cause okay, so I gave her one of the flowers. She's like, nobody gives me flowers because I'm the flower girl. And I said, you should get flowers because you're pretty. Well, I said you should get flowers and you're pretty. I didn't mean like you should get flowers because you're pretty. Because no matter what anyone looks like, they should always get nice gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, your flowers are really nice because I personally can't maintain a plant to save my life. I'm really bad. And so she's like, well, you can come see like my plants and flowers at the greenhouse at the farm. And I was like, sure. And then she was like, tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. And yes, I'm going to go see the greenhouse tomorrow. After
Tomorrow you
work.
go to see Ivy's flowers.
Yes.
Oh yes, just 2 flowers blown by themselves in a greenhouse. How? Oh, it's so
Will you be taking-
romantic, Yuiza.
Will you be
You
taking her
could be,
flowers?
yeah. What?
Will you be taking her flowers when you leave?
Sulong just elbows Arat in the shoulder.
I know what you're saying. And you're being very naughty. I like it.
Yuiza, you must tell us everything that you're comfortable with, of course, but I'm very intrigued to see how this courtship goes. I could take notes. Yes.
You know that what you just agreed to was a date, right?
Yes, a date. I thought that's what you were so skillful at it, making her swoon and take heavy breaths and set her petals a quivering.
Please never use those words in that way ever again.
How did you know about the...
I can smell it.
Ah,
Well, I wasn't planning on it to be a date, but it sure can be a date. She's super pretty.
Use a
I
roll a
think she was
history
planning
check
on it being a date.
with advantage.
Me?
Yeah. as your friends point all this out to you.
2 and 1.
Yeah, you're still not sure.
I'm not sure, guys. I think she just really wanted to show me the flowers she grew. I mean, if I grew flowers that pretty, I would be very proud of them.
Yeah.
But I did tell her I was good. She did mention a picnic. I thought that was really cool, so I'm gonna bring some food.
Oh yes, of course, a picnic. A definitely not a romantic setting.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's go to the big dragon.
Yes, we shall bake.
Oh, she's gonna show you her garden of secrets. Ugh.
Too long. Stop being. Stop. She was very nice. It's very sweet.
As you all arrive at the pink dragon, its appearance has changed a little bit. You look at both of the front doors, and there are 2 flyers plastered to the front doors. Does anyone stop to read them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
They are both identical posters for this advertising the same thing. They have been put up by Dulgit, the owner of the bathhouse, and it says, "Bathhouse, name TBD, no more. Please help us in choosing the name for one of our finest establishments in the village. We will be hosting a naming competition. You can submit your names into the ballot box at the Pink Dragon up until the final hour of the comedy festival, when the new name will be announced. The winner will win 50 gold pieces and bragging rights for naming the business."
Ooh, I got to think of a good name, guys.
Stanley Steam. No, that's also copywritten.
Watering hole.
But that sounds so rugged, as if you were an outlaw coming to wash off the filth. Actually, that is quite good.
Yeah.
What are we naming?
A bathhouse. Sorry,
We
there's a
went-
contest for naming a bathhouse. If you get it, you win 50 gold and bragging rights for naming the bathhouse. What
Interesting.
about the...
The pink pony?
Are we going in this together? Or is that why we were discussing the names? Or
We could. That'd be really cool.
We could.
I just assumed that we must be, because otherwise you would be giving away all of the names that you.
That is true. Yes, but you know. Well, I don't mind like us going in on it all together.
Oops, that will be quadruple the award, but we should go inside.
Yeah.
Or we each do a separate name and then we just pool the money together when one of us wins.
Ah,
That as well.
Oh, an idea. We could call it the Watergate.
That sounds a little
Blooming
like an incident
flower.
might happen.
That sounds like another establishment. I'm sorry.
Well,
Well, it's a gate to water. It's where you go.
I don't know.
water.
As you all head into the Pink Dragon, having this conversation, you see that even though its proprietor is not in for the evening, it is still just as busy as any other night that you have been here. You see several of the wardens at various tables. Connie and Euphoria are there as well. 2 of the ladies from the blacksmith shop. And as you look about, you see that Toby is there. And you recognize his twin brother Ulrich, but there is someone else sitting at the table with them. She is slightly shorter than the other 2. Same skin coloring, and her hair is pulled back in a loose braid. It is pink at the root, and as it grows longer, it fades into a summery teal. And there are 2 large lunar moth wings that extend from her back. And next to her, a large crystal staff that shimmers like an icicle sits against the table.
Looks like Toby's has a family reunion.
Yeah, I think that's the sister he mentioned a while back.
Oh, he did mention a sister. I can see the similarities.
Well, this place looks pretty packed.
It does.
Suppose that's why they need chefs.
What?
chefs,
Good job.
people cook, Mamma Mia, that kind of thing.
Oh, chefs.
That's ABBA.
That is Abba.
Who?
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, it's like
They're
an
a-
elvish band, I think.
Minstrels, yeah.
Minstrels, yeah, like a roving band of minstrels. They have really good music.
Why did I ever let you go?
Oh yeah, that's
Mamma
so.
Mia.
Wherever we go again.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. They're
I
like
must
very
have missed
famous
them in my
bards.
travels.
Don't go. What's it? Something about my emotions. No.
Don't
Lay-
go.
Layeth all thine love upon me.
Yes.
Yes.
Do not waste thy emotions.
We should find a kitchen.
No, we're not here to work yet.
Oh, right. We're here to drink and party and Kabul.
Yuiza is going to wave at like everyone she knows as she passes by. That was like a little kid wave that I just did.
Yeah,
She's
you totally
and-
can.
Yeah. And she's gonna go up to Rupert and ask,
Mhm.
have you seen Pascal here today?
No. What? Well, he might be in his room. He's one of the wardens staying here. Were you looking for him, or
Oh yeah, I
did you
wanted
need?
to give him something.
Oh, well, if you go through that door over there, and he points at the door directly across from the bar, and you turn immediately to your left, that's the door to his room. You can go back there and knock. Like anyone can just like walk back there.
I
you
didn't know you had the rooms here. You know what? Toby mentioned it, but he mentioned that they were all filled up. I think. Yep.
Yeah, they
Now.
are. I think some of them are moving out now that the guild house is done. But I don't think any of them actually have yet. I haven't been told to clean the rooms, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go there. Thank you, Rupert. Do you want a cupcake? I have so many cupcakes from the temple.
Sure, I would love one.
I got chocolate with a ganache frosting. I got strawberry shortcake with a cream cheese frosting. And then I got a berry cupcake with like berry compote frosting. I have a bunch of them.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one of each.
Okay. And he will take them, and since he doesn't currently have a customer, he's gonna peel one of them out of the wrapper and start eating it now. He also does the sandwich thing, and as
Yeah.
you turn to leave, someone else smelling new food comes up, and you hear a metallic patting of paws. And as you look
Hi,
to your
Pershing.
side, Pershing is there, staring at the cupcakes that you are handing over.
Buddy, I don't think you can eat cupcakes.
Ruff.
Well, you make a compelling argument, I won't lie. But you can't tell your dad. Just gotta look over to Toby's table.
And when you look over to Toby's table, make a roll insight.
19. I'm good at this.
Toby and the others at the table appear to be in a serious conversation, and Toby does not look pleased at what he is hearing.
She's going to be like, oh no, and just be like, oh, I'm going to eat this cupcake, and like, oh god, I dropped it.
And they are not paying any attention to you. You can definitely pass that off to Pershing.
She's gonna do the strawberry shortcake one, not the chocolate one. I know he's a metallic dog, but he's a dog, you know.
That's fine.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, he takes the cupcake, and you're not sure if he's eating it or just gunking up his gears. But he will take it from you very happily. He's very pleased with himself.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Before she goes to do the Pascal thing, she's gonna go back to the group. Guys, I think Toby's having a serious conversation and he's not happy about it. I think they're talking about very serious matters.
Oh dear, you don't mean more like creatures from the Feywild, do you think, do you?
I don't know. I don't suggest we bother them. I mean, we could. Up to you. I'm not your mom, but you know.
It would be rude to eavesdrop, but I suppose we could ask him after, perhaps?
That is true.
I would assume that if he's not happy about it, he may not be happy discussing it. But yes, whatever. If you think it's pertinent, then certainly. In the meantime, though, are we staying? Are we leaving?
I thought we were staying. We can leave. I was just gonna give Pascal his flowers.
No,
And cupcakes.
I wasn't. I've just been standing here. I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, I'm
We should go sit
sorry.
down. Let's go say hello, Arat.
You know,
Certainly,
Amelie's here. She'll say as she walks away. Hey, Amelie.
And at the sound of their name, Amelie looks up and waves to you all.
Hey.
Hello.
Ink and waving. Oh,
Doesn't Fist look so pretty with all these flowers? I gave her some flowers and now she looks beautiful.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Yes.
She does indeed. Good day, Miss
I'm certain
Fisscourth.
you do.
Thank you. It is a good day. Yes, I hope your day is going well.
Can I order you a drink?
Yes, you can. And she's gonna push Fisscourth to sit like next to Amelie as she goes
Okay.
through these doors. Bye, Fisscourth. I'll be right back.
Hello, true love.
True love. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
This is just doing the proximity she is in to Amelie, so she is gay panicking.
I'll just step on the other side.
Quite well, actually. How are you doing, my fellow warden?
I'm doing great. I kicked Pascal and Galwin's butt today at Twaining. And she will point up to the stage. And now I'm here to cheer him on. And as you turn to where she's pointing, y'all see Galwin, who is up on stage with his lute that Yuiza borrowed previously, singing a rather melancholy tune. And y'all roll perception on Galwin for me. Arat, I'm gonna have you roll this as well.
17.
17? Okay.
13.
13?
18, baby.
18? Okay. Arat, he is singing with an amazing depth of emotion, and your hand tingles, you feel how forlorn he sounds as he sings this song. And Fisscourth and Sulong, as he sings, you look him over and you realize that he has attempted to copy Pascal's hairstyle and he has not done it well.
I'm gonna stand there with like my hand covering just like unbuttoned and down by my side, pointing like in Gowan's direction. It's go. There's so much complexity in his song. It's fascinating.
That is one bad hair day.
I suppose it's unfortunate. I was a tad distracted, but perhaps we could assist him in that area?
I do believe that Yuiza was able to help Pascal with his. I'm sure that she could help Gowan if he's having troubles.
Yeah, I've braided hair before.
Or even better then.
A group effort, then.
Oh, I will not be participating in this. I will enjoy whatever the product is.
You've all taken to hairstyling. Amelie looks at all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Supporting endeavors.
Yuiza's shown me how to braid. I was actually not terrible at it.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe you could do something with mine. And she will run her fingers through her waist-long black hair.
Feeling a shift in the air, I'll pivot my hand in the direction of Fisscourth.
I would be terribly honored to assist you in such a matter, Amelie. Actually, I could use that drink right now. Could I get something to drink? Water? Something?
Oh yeah, I'll get it. I'll go get it. You don't have to move, Fisscourth. Not a single step.
Here you go. And Amelie will give you the drink money for the whole table. She will cover a round for everybody.
Ales all around? Water? Anyone?
Let pudding hold the pudding.
Actually, I wonder if they'll let me use the kitchen.
I just ate, thank you, though.
Cupcakes can't be the only. Yep. Yeah, that's all right. Cool beans.
Yeah. You can definitely go order those drinks. While you're doing that, Yuiza, you're going to find Pascal?
Yeah. She will just knock.
Yeah, what? Hi, I'm awake. What?
It's Yuiza.
What? He will. You hear him come around and bump into furniture as he does in his not fully awake state, and he comes to the door. One hand goes up on the door frame as the other one holds the door open. Can I? Hi. How? Did I know you were coming?
No. I stopped by. You know how you gave me that flower the other day? I wanted to repay the favor. And she'll give him a bouquet of the red flowers.
This is. He will take it from you. These are real pretty.
I got them from a really pretty girl named Ivy.
Oh, she's the one that does the cart that goes around town?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen her. She's
Also,
cool.
the flowers are very pretty. But I went to the temple and they had cupcakes. And guess what I have?
You better tell me that you have cupcakes. Because
I have
that is,
cupcakes,
unless
yes.
you have a sandwich, then I want a cupcake
No, I
now.
have cupcakes. And she'll give them cupcakes. They have 3 different kinds. I've learned that if you mix and mash them, like especially the chocolate and like the berry ones, like just take them in half and like mix and mash them. Long did that. It's a really good idea.
You make a cupcake sandwich.
Basically, yeah.
All right, we're having cupcake sandwiches. Do you want to come in?
Sure.
And he will nod his head and set your flowers on the table and let you come in. It's a small room. The pink dragon is nice, but these rooms are probably only supposed to be sleeping one person, so it is a bit cramped. However, there are 2 beds in here, and he will pull one of the nightstands between them so that you can kind of use one of the beds as a seat, and you can sit across from each other with a little table in between you two.
Mm-hmm.
And have your cupcake sandwiches.
So I've mixed and matched them a little bit. The chocolate one goes great with the other 2.
Okay.
Especially because the berry one that has like the berry compote. If you take the bottom of the chocolate and put it on top, it's like a little jelly sandwich with frosting in the middle.
Jelly sandwich.
Really good.
Tracking. Okay.
Amazing. And then the top of the strawberry one with the bottom of the chocolate one as well. Because the chocolate just goes with everything. I'm going to be honest, I'm a big chocolate fan. And then just the chocolate one is really good. The berry ones are good together because they're berries, but chocolate one really brings the other ones home,
I want to do a berry and a chocolate.
Do it.
All right.
It's the best.
And he will follow your directions on creating this
Show him how to
concoction.
make a little sandwich.
Yeah. He is excited to try it.
She'll just be having cupcakes with him.
So you got these from the temple?
Yeah. We were cleaning there today because they had like a job posting.
I saw that. I took the one for the general store because they need a lot of lifting things. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're going to be working in here at the Pink Dragon tomorrow once Iggy arrives. But we took the temple one for today. And we were all cleaning and stuff. I got to clean the root temple to the Raven Queen. And she gave me this really pretty feather. And she'll show her like a threaded braid that's very colorful and full of like knickknacks and like the raven feather in there. And then I cleaned up some crystals from Tempest.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they're really pretty, and she'll take out a crystal, like a small one. You can have that one. I have a bunch if you want.
That's
They got little
super
lights
dope.
in them. Right? I have a big one, and I was going to put it as a little, like, lamp, but, like, this was like, what if you can make daggers out of it? I'm like, I don't know if it's strong enough, but I'll take it to the blacksmith and find out.
I mean, if not, you could like, you know, like when they put like jewels in the handles of things,
Oh!
like you could do that.
Yes!
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah, with like some really nice leather wrapping around the handle.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you could do like these ones, and he'll reach under his bed and pull out two very nice obsidian daggers. They are wrapped in fine black leather, which has a lighter brown leather crisscrossing over the handle of where he would grip it. And at the top, there is a snake's head with a jewel in the mouth. Are they neat?
Pascal,
Yeah.
you know how sandwiches are your thing?
Yeah. It's my thing.
Knives are mine.
You want to hold them?
I do.
There you go. Try them. Feel them. They're balanced perfectly. So when you throw them, whether you're holding the handle or the blade, it hit every time.
She's gonna hold them, and she's gonna do that little trick where you hold them by one end and like flip them and grab them again,
Yeah.
and just kind of wave. And it's like, these are weighted perfectly. You are right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm getting mine like checked. Like they're gonna be super cool when they're done. Like I have bracer ones, and we got some scales from like
Like the hidden kind?
Day. What?
Like the hidden
Like
kind?
the-
Like the
yes,
the kind that
yes.
those are. I've
Yeah.
always wanted some of those, but the last time I saw them, I was like, these don't look safe. And I didn't trust the craftsmanship, but like I might get some.
Once I get mine back, meet me at the festival at some point. I will show you because they're
Okay.
getting all glamorified right now. But so I know some people have them where you get them like they come out underneath. But like I'm like I'm definitely going to lose a finger if I do that. So I put them on top,
Yeah. I like that.
and that way like
Okay.
you just do a little flick of the wrist and just
That'd be cool too, because like if you're holding like your sword and like you get unsword, then you could just like bring them out like real quick, and then like boom, there's another blade there. Do you have a boot blade?
yes.
Me too. Check this out, dude.
Just take out the
And he will show you everywhere that he has daggers hidden on him. You realize that Pascal is covered with just as many weapons, if not more, than you.
Pascal, you have never been sexier. I'm going to be honest.
Right? And you see me
Yeah.
without my shirt on. Do you want to go throw some
I
daggers?
have. Yes.
Let's go. And yeah, you guys can go off and throw some daggers where they normally do the dagger toss. And he will let you use any of his kit that you want. What are the rest of you doing as this is going on?
I was gonna say, I am trying not to melt bisexually between Arat and Amelie right now. I'm just sipping my drink, taking deep breaths, going, yes, very intriguing.
Fabulous. What's Sulong doing?
He's chatting with Nismet and True Love in Draconic.
All right. Yeah. They are happy to chit chat with you. True Love will tell you about some of her travels.
Does the Owu persist in Draconic?
It does.
Yes.
There is a draconic uwu. She is actually from Ukraine, and she's looking around a little bit at the Glimspark table, and as you sit and talk with her, she actually says that Toby's brother, she's seen him around town before. She's never met him, but she's seen him in the area, and she's very surprised that he's here.
Why is that?
Well, normally I don't see many people that I know in my travels unless I'm looking for them. So it's just weird. It's like You walk by the same house every day with the same potted plant, but then they change the potted plant, but you don't notice for like 2 weeks, and then you're just like, when did they change that potted plant? It's like that.
No, I get that. I wonder what he is doing here. I just met him a few days ago, so I don't know if this is his base of operation or if he's somewhere else. But you said you meet him on his travels, correct?
Well, I meet people that I'm supposed to meet on my travels, but I've seen him in my neighborhood.
Well, I guess Toby's brother... It's a small world. You know, you're eventually gonna bump into people.
It's really not that small. It's very, very large. This establishment is very large. This village is very large. Well, it's a village, so it's not very large, but it... How much have you traveled?
Well, I'm from Zara originally. Haven't been outside. Thinking. Tells True Love about the towns that he's had to go through. But other than that, nothing outside of Zara.
Never to any of the other continents? Or any of the other planes?
Planes, maybe. Just the one, though.
Oh, well. Trust me, the world is a lot bigger than what you see in the local maps.
Maybe you're fated. People who are supposed to meet will typically do so, no matter how far they get apart.
Maybe. And as this conversation goes on, Toby has his back to you all. But you vaguely overhear a rather heated exchange. And then the woman sitting with them says, well, you're gonna have to come back because I can't handle this one. This one's on you. And she will get up, grab her staff, and she marches straight for the door and leaves. And you see Ulrich stand up, and he claps his brother on the shoulder, leans down and whispers and says something in his ear. And then the two head out together.
Talking to myself, just curious.
Oof. Well, that was not pretty at all.
Oh?
Yeah, some kind of blowout between Toby and his siblings.
Oh dear.
Whatever it is, he has to help them.
And Amelie will say, whenever his sister is in town, it's never for a good thing. She only ever seems to bring him bad news.
But often enough that there is a pattern.
I've known him for a long time. But no, she does not arrive regularly.
I would wonder if there's any way that we could be of assistance, but Toby is not the most open book of people.
It might be worth bringing it up to him tomorrow, perhaps in his office, under the guise of asking for assistance, without seeming nosy, of course.
Could work.
Perhaps. What do you think, Amelie? Is this a wise path to take with a person like Toby?
He tends not to trust people. He's... what's the material plane term? Been around the block once or twice. It happens in our line of work. But
Then this may be something best left to him.
I think that if you show up with the right... what is it? Not a bribe. And Nizmat will say, if you show up with something to maybe butter him up a little bit. And Amelie will go, that one. If you show with something to butter him up a little bit first, it may ease things for him. He doesn't... Go ahead.
We could easily get butter at the general store.
I believe it's a figure of speech.
I'd suggest getting something for Pershing and presenting it to him. He dotes.
I was just about to ask as the resident expert.
He does dote on that dog. And as she says that, you see Pershing padding for the door as well, as Toby has left.
I believe we could certainly arrange something. Yes. I would say, yeah, then yes, Fisscourth, as you said, we can go and, under this guy's offering gifts and see if perhaps maybe he's willing to speak.
Yes. Oh, sorry, my brain seems to have left me. Absolutely, it was the drinks, most certainly. The drinks, but we do have a plan in motion, and perhaps we should return home? Yeah, I'm not certain.
If you're feeling the need, then absolutely, and I'll just offer my hand over to help her up.
The one gear in Sulong's head is turning, and then he just kind of chuckles, looks over to Fiss and Arat. So essentially what we're doing is throwing him a bone.
I get that joke. Nizmat will have a little laugh and point.
Yes, we are, Sulong, yes, we are.
I suppose we are.
I'm getting this idiom thing.
Very good at it, I must say. You're brilliant with wordplay, Sulong.
Are you all really
Absolutely.
leaving so soon? You just stayed for one round.
Do you want us to stay longer?
I mean, it would be nice. And Amelie will nod her head. We haven't gotten to talk with you all much since our last get together. And I believe your friend is, occupied.
Yuiza,
We have been gone quite a bit.
I suppose we could stay for a round or two more, maybe support the local artists, yes?
And waiting for Yuiza to become unoccupied.
And with that, Yuiza, did you have any further things that you wanted to talk to Pascal about?
She's talking to him about knives and like how she learned knives and how cool her aunt was and how she taught her like how to do every knife trick under the sun when she was young, and then actually like taught her how to use knives and like all she knows about knives. She's just talking knives. She's a knife girl.
He is listening to every single word you say, taking it all in. Yeah, I joined the Wardens, and there was like this really, really cool like assassin chick, and
That's really cool.
yeah, she was super cool, really, really, really scary, but like she was good at knives, and I was like, hey, I have muscles, but like I want to be good at that, because like
That's more like dexterous.
yeah, and like people take you more seriously when you show up with a bunch of knives than if you just show
Yeah,
up with
they do.
like something to like hit things. So like I just wanted to be like, you know, like I wanted to be taken more seriously.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. My aunt always said, no one's gonna be big and tough with a knife through their throat, so I'm just saying, you know.
Is your aunt a tiefling?
Yeah.
She's not purple, is she?
No, she's red.
Okay,
like
cool,
you.
cool. It was a different person for a
That
minute
would've
there. I
been
was like,
weird.
do I
Yeah,
know your
yeah.
aunt? I've been like,
That would have been crazy, especially because I
Yeah.
haven't seen her in a while.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's
That's
okay.
bummer.
A little bit. I didn't mean to bring the conversation down. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, it's cool. Like I don't like it's not like the bummer for you if you like your aunt. I just
do.
put my foot in my mouth, and I am sorry, but
Yeah, okay.
okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Should we go get drinks? I think the others are inside.
Yeah, let's get drinks.
She'll go back inside with Pascal.
Yeah, y'all can head back inside. Did you want to join the table with the others or get another table?
She'll join the table. Like, she'll just say, can we put the tables together again, guys? Because we're a lot of people. Hi.
Sulong is wrapping up a story where the punchline. So I wake up in the stables, and right next to me, apparently,
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
well, they left in the middle of the night. So, you know what? I thought to myself, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. They were a centaur, of course, but the potato.
Can you survive that?
Do you have any scars?
None I'm willing to share.
I see private scars.
I've got scars. What's up, guys?
Where? Oh, hello.
Oh, I got one right
Kshizhin.
here. And he will lift his shirt and he shows you his scar. It's from when he had his appendix taken out. It's not a battle wound.
Just say you fell off your motorcycle. It's fine, dude. It's
Yeah.
the story behind the scar.
This covers her face with their wings. She's so pink.
Where does this car?
Oh, it's right here. And he will take your hand, Arat, and put it to his side. There's a lot of
Just have
muscle
a
right
feel
there.
over
Very firm.
Just,
Yeah.
feeling over the scarring and the muscling is. I see.
Yeah.
I got one from when I was stabbed by somebody else. It was pretty cool.
Someone stabbed you?
Yeah. Don't worry, I stabbed them too.
Okay, cool. Because I was gonna
Yeah.
offer to go find them. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Cool.
I got
cool.
it.
Cool.
Sulong brushes a part of his hair away, and there's a small scar at the top of his forehead. So there's this game we play on the farm with goats, where you charge at them and you see if it's a game of chicken between you and the goats. We were both very stubborn, and there was a head-on collision.
You know what? That sounds like you. I'm not going to lie.
It is a very Sulong
That
story.
fits.
All the talking about scars, Arat just sort of staying there, his fingers start kind of touching at about his clavicle area, and he goes, "Only got the one or two myself."
I mean, I'm not covered in them, but
Strangely enough, I have none. I suppose there might be some under the fur, but it wouldn't have grown
I
out
guess
otherwise.
the clerical work that you didn't really,
I suppose there was lots of chains and metal, but nothing that was applied to me until much later, not for too long.
Chains and metal. Amelie looks at you with her head tilted to the side, Fisscourth.
Oh, long story, but in short, my church and we had a disagreement. Involved me being imprisoned, and I escaped thanks to my mother's, but I don't bear any scars, unfortunately, and I'll just twiddle my two little bat nubs.
Good.
Oh, why were you asking, Amelie?
Because she's
Interest in the
angry.
subject matter, most likely.
Who wouldn't be upset when someone that they enjoy spending time with has been hurt by others?
We were all angry. It's okay.
Oh my.
A lot of us will go to war for you, Fisscourth.
And I for all of you. I will
got
drink to
this
that.
guy.
Cheers. Yes.
I got this scar skidding on the pavement when I fell from the second story, and she's gonna put her leg on the bench, and because she's wearing a skirt that has little slits, all you see is just bare leg and a huge skidding mark on her thigh.
Amelie unlaces her boot and rolls up her pant leg and shows you her leg. I got this when Farah stabbed me.
That's cool. I got stabbed on the side, on the back. It was almost my appendix, and she'll show her
DM, can I make a constitution saving roll?
I got a nosebleed.
I have a nosebleed. That's an 8.
You have a nosebleed.
Yeah, I have a nosebleed.
Oh my god, Fizz, are you okay?
Arat just immediately sniffs.
I am going to go get a napkin and stay a very long time in the washroom. Give me just a moment. This is just gonna
Sulong
clear
is leaning
me.
over the
help?
table to
Do you-
hand Fisscourth a napkin.
Do you know where the washrooms are?
Perhaps you could show me, Amelie?
I think that would be wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Follow me. And she will lead you through the tavern to one of the washrooms, which this place does have attached to the rooms. I just ran out of space on the map and I wanted it to still be animated.
I feel that.
Yeah. So yes, she will take you down the same hallway that Yuiza went earlier, Fisscourth, and she takes you to the room on the far end. Come on, Emily, go with her. Through that door back there. My things to the left of the sink. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Oh, I've been hurt.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I'll clean up swiftly. Don't you worry. Thank you. I'm gonna smell her stuff.
Go ahead and roll investigation on Amelie's things.
Hop down on her bed and roll around in it.
Get your scent there.
She's still in the room.
She is. She's waiting. She's sitting on the bed just waiting for Fisscourth to come out.
Oh, is she now?
Oh.
She just
Negative one.
Oh, God.
Ow!
As
Negative
pride
two.
as you go through her things, you're not used to having to deal with so many screw tops on bottles. And there's a few things that clatter into the sink. And as you are looking for items to help with your bloody nose, there is a knock on the door. Everything okay in there?
Yeah, everything is quite fine. I'm just screw bottles when you only have one appendage. I think I pour a whole bunch on my head. I don't really know how much I'm supposed to use.
Do you mind if I come in? She will open the door. Here, you sit here on the edge of the tub. And she will take the bottle from your hand and say, I don't think my perfume is going to do anything for your nose. And take the small kit from the side of the sink and pull out some gauze and some soft cloth. And at the water basin, she will wet the cloth with water. And she will clean your nose for you and pat away the blood and provide you with some gauze to kind of plug up the nostril for a bit. There.
One terribly kind. Thank you.
Fisscourth, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Is there something about me that makes you feel uncomfortable? If you'd prefer I kept my distance, I would respect that.
Miss actually reaches over, holds her by the shoulders. You, Amelie, you are a remarkable person. Dare I say, one of the most fascinating I've met in my travels. And as she's speaking, her nosebleed starts up again. I am quite terribly fond of your presence. Please don't ever think otherwise. And now my nose has started again.
Here, take this. And she will hand you more gauze.
Yes, that is. Thank you, Amelie.
Then maybe, if you don't mind, we could spend some more time together so you could get more accustomed to my presence. Your friends could be with you if that makes you more comfortable.
Yes. I would quite enjoy that, actually.
All right. Do you want to go back and sit with them?
Yes, please.
Right this way. And she will take you by the wing and walk back with you. while all this is going on, is there any further conversation that the rest of you would like to have while you wait for Fisscourth to get their bloody nose taken care of?
As everyone else is talking with one another, Sulong finds a moment to take a flower out of his bouquet and slip it next to Nizmat. And in Draconic, he says, for your hoard if you wish to accept it.
In Draconic back, she'll say, I never thought of hoarding flowers, but if you'll help me fix it to my horn, I'm not good with dexterity. And she will hold up her thick paw-like appendages.
There is no beat missed. There is a just slow stand up as he just picks the flower off the table and affixes it to one of her horns. He'll tie several of them together in a stem to make like a little ring.
That's thanks. I don't have anything to give you, and I know it's a thing where I'm from. It's reciprocity. I know we're not in the Feywild, but if you would like to get breakfast, I could make you muffins, or we could come here, or we could just spar in the morning, and I could lose. I could lose. That is technically a gift.
Sulong's trying to suppress a chuckle, but being right here is enough. That's why they call it your presence, you know?
It was fucking smooth.
This entire time, ever since we got to the table, Arat's glove is just like opened. He just stays swaying.
He's
Like,
so bloated tonight.
Just nearly vibrating. He's going just everybody.
While that's happening, Yuiza's just sliding a strawberry shortcake cupcake over to True Love and she'll say, "It reminded me of you," and just.
Thank you. I'll share it with Galwin later. He's been wheelie down.
I have another for Galwin if you want.
Oh, okay.
That was my last strawberry shortcake, and I have a chocolate and a berry one.
I think he would like the chocolate one.
Here you go.
Whatever
Thank you.
has he been so glum about?
Yeah, why is he sad? I mean, beautiful music.
You can hear it.
It's amazing, but very sad.
I'm not really sure. But I know that something happened, and he was going to tell me about it later. So I don't know if it's anything. I don't think it's anything too bad. But he's I don't know. He just doesn't seem like himself.
It is enough for him to sing songs, expressing it.
He's a very accomplished magician.
You just gotta look over to Pascal, because to her they're like they're also like two best friends. It's like, do you know anything?
Huh?
Why Galwin is so sad?
I thought he was just trying to get laid.
Does that tactic usually work?
Does sadness attract people?
Oh. I just take my shirt off.
You're
Understandable.
very pretty, Pascal.
Thanks. He does like a little dance in his seat as he drinks his drink.
I hope he's okay, though. I hope the cupcakes cheer him up. Well, do you want my last berry cupcake, Miss Mats?
Yeah. What? Sorry, what? Barry, what?
You know, Sulong really liked the berries, so I thought you two could share this cupcake that I have left.
That's,
She'll take a knife and just cut it down the middle, and then just put it over.
thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Friends share cupcakes. I've been giving cupcakes to people. Do you not give your friends gifts?
What? No, I do. It's just, when, it's,
Do you have like Barry? Are you allergic?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Food just has a different meaning where I'm from, but this is, what, sharing food's fine.
She'll
fine.
slowly take it back.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
That one's mine.
This is.
This is fine.
Yep.
Well, technically, it was from me, and I gave half to you and half to Sulong. Does that mean something else, though?
Something.
Am
No,
I
it's-
courting you guys now?
I really don't want to talk about it.
Okay, anyway, these drinks are great.
They are. And as you say that, Pascal looks at the rest of you and goes, "Oh, maybe it's because Arabelle broke up with him." And that's where we'll
What?
end for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We will be going into our after show. So if you would like to join us for that, you can go to patreon.com/The Hype Goblin. Big thanks to all of our patrons, some of whom are in chat with us tonight. We enjoy answering all your questions, comments, and concerns. And we will see you all next week. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for tonight's episode of Luck and Chaos. Don't forget to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform of choice. It really helps our show grow. Arat was played by Zachary Vaudo. Yuiza was played by Alessa Vamp. Fisscourth was played by Abby. Sulong was played by RJ. And your GM and producer today was Sara Roberts. The Luck and Chaos theme, A Twist of Fate, was composed by Sneakernet. Download it now on Bandcamp. Link in the show notes below. Check out our show notes for cast info and links to the third-party content featured in this game. If you'd like to join us for our Patreon-only after show, visit us on patreon.com/The Hype Goblin. This show and others like it are made possible by the generous support from our patrons.